Hi and welcome to the video. In this video, I'll be reviewing rapper Dino James' new song, Mirage. I know I don't review hip hop a lot, so that's why the hoodie. No, just kidding. But I thought it was a very important song. It was very different, so I thought of reviewing it. But before we start, let me know if I should do more hip hop after watching the entire video. Please, if you want me to review more hip hop, get this video to 100 likes. That will be an indication for me to do more. So, with that being said and done, let's get right into the review. So I listen to hip hop, but I'm not one of those people who listen to every other track that comes out. So I've been listening to hip hop since childhood in some or the other way, directly or subliminally, or somebody recommended a great track that way. But I'm not a hip hop nut like I'm a jazz nut or I'm a huge fan of A.R. Rahman's music. It's not like that. I go and visit every song. So I know the overall gist of it, and I've been following this new up and coming hip hop trend in India. So it'll be better if you watch this review keeping that in mind, and if I make certain mistakes or miss certain obvious observations, please forgive me. So let's start with lyrics and the way the whole song is put together, the flow and everything. So what was very interesting to me is the subject matter, of course. It's not very uncommon in hip hop where people talk about depression, people talk about, you know, real issues, real problems and stuff. Recently, Indian hip hop or Desi hip hop in general has been going through this phase where people diss each other, or it's either look at me, I'm doing this, look at me, I'm doing that. This was very introspective kind of a track, so I really liked it. Uh, though the production and the beat and everything is really good, the biggest attraction for the song is the concept and the way it is presented, and the way it's presented like an argument against oneself, which is also reflected in the video. That is the thing I really like the most. So the thing is that the song has a graph as well. Starts out slow. It's a guy thinking of committing suicide and his conscience is kind of talking to him. So the whole idea of losing perspective, getting lost, and then finding the spiritual kind of energy to come back in life, that really appealed to me. uh, it talks about a lot of dark things, definitely, like why are you in this rat race. It addresses greed as well. It addresses even stuff like going on Instagram and validating your life based on Instagram, and looking at other people's fake lives that they project on there and comparing it with your own life. It also addresses stuff like what you were as a kid and now what you're doing. Are you following those dreams? Are you true to them? Are you connected with your roots? So a lot has been talked about in this song, and he has packed it, compressed it, put it beautifully in a graph sort of a way. Now let's come to the arrangement or the composition of the song. He doesn't do a lot of flow switches. There are no places where he goes super fast or he's trying to show off his rapping skills. The entire rap is dedicated to the content, which I really like. It's not one part is like, okay, I want to say this, but I want to also show that I can do this, I can do that. None of that. It's all submitted to the content, and that's why it hits home. I really like that. Over and above that, the fact that I really like this, there are two parts where he actually sings. So the main hook, the most catchy one actually, not the main one, the one which says "Khali khali hai sab, jali jali hai sab." It's being sung by a woman, and it comes in at like perfect places and kind of lifts the song a bit. The main hook, the Mirage part, hai sara kuch Mirage, is sung pretty well. It's sung decently. It gives you that relief from this constant rapping that is needed, and it makes it breathe, makes the song breathe, and kind of uplifts it. But the part where which is used like a bridge in the very end, right? Where he sings again, I didn't find it very convincing. His voice was a bit strained there. I don't know why they put that part in. The lyrics even there were gorgeous, but I don't know why they had to sing that, or maybe they could do have done it another way, or maybe it was just to uh, add interest to the song at that point because he was rapping already for 2.5 minutes or something. So that was a good decision, but I think the execution was not up to point there. The part where he again speaks at the very end, and it's like a conversation with his mom that he remembers, that was also pretty well done. So that's it about the song and the rap and the lyrics. Now let's get into the production. So the beat here has been made by Saurabh Lokhande, who does a great job, but a minimal job. There are certain elements throughout the song which are introduced right at the beginning, but they are varied in subtle ways here and there to give you this entire feeling, eerie feeling on which he raps. So let's start with the melody. It's like in a minor key, a slightly eerie and slightly sad kind of a melody under the beat. The snare is very punchy. The kick is not that much. It's a bit in the background, but it gives you that required thump. Uh, Also, the most attractive part of this entire beat for me is the bass glides that come underneath. I think it's an 808. I'm not sure if it's an 808 or some other sub bass. For people who don't know, 808 was a machine, like a drum machine, which had this bassy kind of a sound. Now it's very popular in hip hop and dance music and a lot of these. So there's no song literally without these 808s. The hi-hats pattern is like usual. There are those 16th or 64 note hi-hat patterns in between to go from one beat to the other. That's pretty normal, but it's done well. Also, there are vocal chops, like background vocal kind of effects, which are taken, I think, only once, and they are modified slightly throughout the length of the song to make it sound different each time. So overall, a very well and thought out kind of a production. Great lyrics, as I've already mentioned, and very well written and composed song in general. So that's it for the review. If you watched it till the very end, please leave a like. If you want to tell me anything, put that in the comment section down below. Check out other stuff on my channel. There's not much hip hop there, but please have a look. There might be some stuff that you might like, and if you like any of that, please consider subscribing. I need all your love and support. Thank you.